Hello, good evening, and thank you for joining me on my channel again. I'm just gonna put the speakers in so I can get more better sound. Excuse me for a minute. Bloody arse. This thing's so annoying. That's it. That's it. That's right. That's right. Just have to put the speakers in. You know what I mean? So I can get a more better sound. Okay. Welcome back to my show. As I said, part two of this Ask Clown. Danny Mills talking about Liverpool and talking about literally talking about how not good Klopp is. Do you know what I mean? And this is part two because didn't get to finish it yesterday because I had like numerous amounts of other subjects that I want to touch on as well, and that was the last one. So, as promised, I'm back again with this part two of Danny Mills talking about Liverpool. Right, before I start the show, before I pull up his career, um, before I pull his career, please I'll get my words out of it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification button. This enables me to bring you daily content like this. So please do that. Please show me the support. Okay. Who's in at the moment? Ravi's in the building. Big up Ravi. Ravi says, I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. Believe that what Liverpool fans be singing when we get a new bad boy and manager. I hope so, my friend. I hope so. Okay, right. Listen, I'm gonna, as you know, as of late, Danny Mills was on Talksport and literally overjoyed at the day that Man United beat Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? And he went on to say how much Klopp is not a good manager, and he hasn't done nothing, and blah 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 blah. All that nonsense that he was talking, and anybody with an ounce of sense knows that what I mean. Klopp has been one of the best managers to come to the Premiership since the Premiership was actually sort of like started. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be debunking. Well, I'm gonna be debunking a lot of things of sort of like what he had to say. Anybody in the chat that wants to sort of like chime in and on it, please do, please do. I value your comments, guys, as you know. Now, also as well, if you want to donate to the channel, you can hit me up with a super chat. Okay, it's not compulsory, but I'm just saying that if you want to hit me up with a donation in order to help the channel grow, do you know what I mean? You can send me a super chat. So don't worry, it's not compulsory. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Do you know what I mean? I'm not forcing anybody. I'm just saying that I'm making a suggestion. If you want to help this channel grow, you can send me a donation. Okay? Okay. And I think at the end of the day, I'm still on. I'm sure I'm still on 200 and 2,957. I'm currently standing at. Standing at that. I'm going to change. I'm literally going to change it the day, sort of like changed the banner. So yeah, no, it's right. Is it right? It's a Red Reasoning show. Save and show. Okay. Right, let's get cracking. Okay, let's get cracking. Right, I thought at the end of the day, what I would do at the day for Danny Mills to have some kind of credence to his sort of like to what he's supposed to be saying. Do you know what I mean? Big up Squidly in the building. Big up, big up. He says big up Uncle Rodz. Big up to you. You know what I mean? To give Danny Mills the benefit of the doubt. Do you know what I mean? Give him benefit of the doubt on what he's saying. I thought I'd pull up his career. Do you know what I mean? And see what kind of footballer we're dealing with. Okay, so let's put this. Let's get this crop popping. Okay, let's get this popping. All right. Danny Mills. Yeah, Danny Mills, born in 1977. Um, he earned 19 caps for England national team. Well, not really saying much, is it really? He started as a right back in 5 games that England played in 2002 FIFA World Cup. He was part of the Leeds team to reach the 2001 UEFA Champions League semi-finals. Again, didn't win anything. Do you know what I mean? Right, his early career is Mills began a career with Norwich City after coming through their youth system. He was unable to establish a regular place in the side and moved to Charlton Athletic. Oh, he couldn't secure a place at Norwich. Yeah, okay. He moved to Charlton in March 1998 to help them win promotion to the Premier League. Okay, right. Still not saying anything to me. Via playoff. So it wasn't clear cut, was it? It wasn't like a clear. It wasn't like a clear cut where, do you know what I mean? Where he kind of like, it wasn't clear cut where he said like, you know what, in a day, right? I've gone straight to the promotion, and you've had to do a playoff to do it. Do you know what I mean? So again, not really speaking to me. Who's in the chat? We'll see who's in the chat in a moment. Big up Brian. Brian's in the building. Said big up Rodz. Big up Brian. Also as well. So let's get back to it. Let's get back. And see who else is in here. No, not that one. All right. Okay. So he got to the playoff. He got through the playoff, and he got promotion to the Premier League. Right. Playing in their dramatic win over Sunderland in the playoff final, winning 7-6 on penalties. Again, not really speaking to me yet, Danny Mills. I still don't know why you feel that you've got a right to speak on what manager's good and what manager's not good. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we proceed. After a 4-4 draw, okay, and suspecting that you was playing in defence actually. You was playing defence at the night, so you let in 4 goals. Anyway, we move. Not many people are aware, but Danny was an extremely keen tap dancer. What the fuck about that? Completed. He goes. Well, he completed a 1987 British national tour that was held in Blackpool Town. Fuck's sake, Danny Mills. Are you some kind of cretin or something? You know what I mean? Right. Right. This is his Leeds career now. In June 1999, Mills signed for Leeds for 4.1 million transfer. He played a part in helping Leeds reach to the 2000 and 2001 UEFA Champions League semi-final. I remember that because I had the likes of Kuhl and Matteo and all them man there, right? Semi-final. Mills Champions League debut came in Leeds 4-0 defeat by Barcelona at the Camp Nou. Mills spent the 2003-2004 season on loan to Middlesbrough, where he played in the 2004 Football League final to help Middlesbrough to their first major trophy. It's a trophy, but not a major trophy. So that's one in the bag for you. League Cup, that's one in the bag. Right. Following following relegation from the Premiership at the end of 2003-2004, Leeds could no longer afford to retain the services and He moved to Man City on loan, on a free. Sorry, he moved to Man City on a free in the closed season, signing a 5-year contract as part of a severance package with Leeds. Mills continued to receive a part of his wages from the Yorkshire club for the duration of his original contract. Mills often said that he would like to go back to Leeds again, along with Olivia Decor. Yeah, I remember him. They had a reasonably good side, the Leeds at that time. You know, Rio Ferdinand and all them man there. So, but he fell apart. But never, it never materialised. Mills has been seen at Leeds games with his son after the club relegation to the Football League Championship. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. Okay. This is his man. This is his Man City career. Okay, Man City career. Mills made Man City debut in the opening fixture of the 2004-2005 season, 1-1 draw against Fulham at the City of Manchester. That's what used to be called back in them times. That their ground was called the City of Manchester, I do believe. City Manchester Stadium. He started the majority of matches in the first season at Man City, but dropped from the team for the first team when Stuart Pearce replaced Kevin Keegan. Just gets better, doesn't it, Millsy boy? As a manager in March 2005, he regained his place for the start of the 2005-2006 season, and on the 2nd October 2005, he scored his first only goal for Man City, a power shot from 25 yards, 25 yards, 21 meters, 23 meters against Everton. 1 month later, he sustained a shin injury, which results in a 15-game absence. The injury, uh, conceded with the emergence of Mika Richards, who disposed him as a first choice right back. After Richards made his debut, Mills made only further um, fur- get my words out of a minute. Only five further first team appearance in the remainder of the season. On 14th September 2006, he joined Hull City. Great. Great. Fundamentally, he joined Hull City on a 2-month loan deal. And he returned to Man City in January, was on the verge of being sent on loan to Hull City again or Leeds, but the decision was made to keep him at City following the appointment of Sven Goran Eriksson um, as Man City manager. Was transferred. Uh, Mills Mills was transfer listed for loan. He rejoined former club Charlton on a loan deal until the end of the 2007. Okay, he joined Premier League struggling Derby on loan in January 2008 um, until the 2nd of May. However, he was injured in only the second game for the Rams, returning to City shortly after on 1st of July 2009. He was released by City. Just gets better, doesn't it? It gets better for you, doesn't it, Mills? Um, Released by Man City after the contract finally expired on the 7th of August 2009. Mills announced his retirement from all football during an appearance on BBC Five Live. Great, Danny Mills. You want to talk about Liverpool. You want to talk about Liverpool. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. And he wants to talk about Liverpool. Give me 1 second. Okay. Listen, this is what I say. In life, yeah, you got cretins in life. Yeah. You got this seriously, you got cretins in life, yeah. And then you also got amazing cretins. Cretins at the day, there's like their sole job in life is to be a cretin. It's to be a cretin, a numbskull. Yeah. And they're so good at it. That's why we call them amazing cretins. Because they're so good at their job of being a cretin. And I'm afraid Danny Mills is one of them. How can you even talk, yeah? How can you even talk about a manager in the day, right? Of how good a manager is or is not, anything like that. And what have you done in your career? One League Cup. One League Cup and everything like that. And you literally got a release from Man City. You got released from that club. They didn't even, it isn't there. It's not as if you left that club. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You got released. You know what that means? That means that they didn't want you anymore. They thought you was a useless waste of space. Cretin. Let me look at some of the comments before I get the into the video. Okay. Brian said he should be on Strictly So. Strictly So, Strictly So. He should be on Strictly You Cretin. It was the Commonwealth Stadium before that that built for the game, and they ended up getting it for free. Cool. He was a nasty player, Rodz. Yeah, he was. That's what I'm trying to say. He was a nasty player. Because remember when he tried to bat Henry, and the Henry men looked stupid with that back heel. That goes down. That literally goes down in, in history when it comes to like football. Do you know what I mean? He literally at the day backheeled it through his legs. He was all game at the day. He's trying to ban up Henry and everything. Now it just didn't work. Do you know what I mean? So now at the end of the day we go on. Stop sharing that. Now we go on to the next thing and day, all right? And we go on to this one. All this thing there. We go on to this one. Okay, we're going to go on to this one. What's going on, Jamie Phillips? What's happening, mate? Make sure you go over and like and subscribe to Jamie Phillips football chats, yeah? Jamie Phillips football chats. Make sure you go over and like and subscribe, guys. Show him some support. So big up Jamie Phillips. Okay. Let's have a see. Let's have a look at what I'm gonna start it off from the beginning. Yeah, start from the beginning. I know it's supposed to be part two, but I am gonna start it from the beginning because it's very interesting what Mr. Mills has got to say.
I don't know if you were watching glorious Manchester United's victory over Liverpool 4-3 in extra time.
And I can honestly say, Hugh, I enjoyed that victory.
Did you?
You see, right off at the end of the day, right? Right off there, you have pissed a lot of people off. Right off there, you have pissed a lot of people off. I can honestly say I enjoyed that victory. Do you know what I mean? Why have you enjoyed that victory? It's not as if you could have pulled off a thing like that. Jamie Phillips says, hope you're a good fella. I am good. I'm surviving, my friend. I'm surviving. That's you know what I mean? But yes, I'm good. Hope you and your family is good also. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Jamie Phillips. Brian put Jamie Phillips' a link to his channel in there. So please, guys, hit that link and subscribe to his channel and hit the like. Yeah, so straight off then, and in fact, you pissed a lot of people off by saying that. Yes, I really, can I say, I really enjoyed that victory. I really enjoyed the victory. Why did you enjoy that? Because we threw away that game. For a large parts of that game and the day, sort of like, we was controlling that game. So did you enjoy it then? You know what I mean? Such a numbskull. Okay, let's carry on. Let's carry on. I'm trying not to rant too much. I'll try.
You?
Yeah. Bearing in mind I played for Leeds and Manchester City, I actually wanted Manchester United to win that game.
Why? I don't know. I just did. You know.
That makes a lot of sense, right? Being as he says in there, being as that I played at the day for Man City, Leeds and Man City. Do you know what I mean? Right? I just wanted little Man City to win that game. And they asked him why. He goes, don't know, just did. I think, yeah, that does make sense, doesn't it? What, you fucking six? That's what I'm saying that day. Amazing cretin. You see how I'm going now? Amazing cretin. Look at his career. I just read out his career, his footballing career. And this is what he's saying now. Amazing cretin. Okay. Sorry.
To my sons at Everton, which maybe slides it
slightly
across that side as well.
See why you hesitated there.
Yeah, but even still, it's I don't know.
Because a lot of people love Liverpool. They love the young players that Jurgen Klopp's been bringing through. He's obviously on this romantic tour at the end of the season. He's going to be leaving the club.
I'd much rather City won all of them than Liverpool.
What? Not all of them.
Yeah, all of them. Much rather City won every single one and Liverpool win nothing.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight, you fucking numbskull. Yeah? And you know what? I hope you hear my stream. I hope someone gives you my stream. You fucking numbskull, right?
That's what.
Let me get this straight, right? So I understand this, and the people that are watching this program understand as well, yeah? Right? You rather a person at the day, right? A team and a club at the day that's not only cheating in the day, you would rather they win that win everything, yeah, right? Win everything, because not being funny, you don't have 115 charges at the day if you're innocent. 115 charges, yeah. So you would rather somebody that's cheating at the end of the day, right? Just aside to somebody that a club at the end of the day that's doing it right, yeah. You'd rather that club that's in it that's cheating, you'd rather them win everything. What are you thinking? Is this what we do? Seriously, at the end of the day, yeah? Is this what we're doing now? We'd rather cheats prosper than a group of people or association in the day that's doing it right, yeah, not prosper. Is this how you see football? Do you know what I mean? That from the start of the day, you've literally made no sense. You've literally come on there for the shock value. That's what I see. Shock value, and to show everybody, to show the whole of UK how much of a numbskull you are. Seriously, how much of a numbskull you are. Do you know what I mean? And you're literally at the end of the day drinking a Haterade. Yeah, you're literally drinking Haterade. That's your favorite drink, Haterade. God, fire, man. What's wrong with people?
Why? It's not like you played for a big rival of Liverpool. I get it. You played for Manchester City.
Well, there is that.
But I know you love football, and it's never great for football that one club wins.
Yeah, but even Man City back in them times, and when he was playing for them, right? Yeah, was irrelevant to Liverpool. They was irrelevant to Liverpool. We used to beat them left, right, and centre before they got all that win forward. Before the Sheikhs come in, we beat them left, right, and centre. Everywhere we went, we was beating them. Do you know what I mean? You know, shit was happening. Do you know what I'm saying? They got one or two draws out of us. Yeah, wow. But most of the time, I beat them. It was irrelevant. So there wasn't no rivalry at the end of the day, even when you was playing with Man City. When Danny Mills was playing Man City, trust me, there was no rivalry with Man City to Liverpool. It's only now because at the end of the day, right? Because the stuff that they're doing at the end of the day, right? They're doing too much. The stuff that they're doing at the end of the day, right? And like, let's say the dishonest way of them doing it, do you know what I mean? Is so that they're getting titles at the end of the day. Plus, they've got a manager at the end of the day, right? That's sort of like has gone to clubs at the end of the day, right, that's got money, or gone to clubs at the end of the day that's had that team there in already. It's had that that framework in place already. He went to Barcelona. He would come up through Barcelona at the day. They had the team there. He went to Bayern Munich at the day. They had the team there, right? He's come to Man City at the day, right? And he's had a blank checkbook in there that he can bring in anybody he wants to. He doesn't have to worry about no player. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then there's all that's 115 charges and that's looming over them. That you know, and these people and they, right? These people and they are too scared to charge them because they're feeling that if they charge them and the sheikhs will take out their money and everything that, right? And the British economy will take a hit. So they're afraid to challenge them. You know what I mean? That's why they had to have when they went for an appeal, they had to have it was a closed hearing. And now somebody's coming out and saying that the Premiership and the FA agreed to that closed hearing, so that tells me a lot about the Premiership and the FA. You understand what I'm talking about? Do you know what I mean? So Danny Mills, boy. Brian says, is Klopp overrated? What a joke that station is. Facts. Philip Bidwell, Brian Morris, they have to pay $3 million per annual for the use of the Etihad to Manchester Council as well. Just Google it. Scene. Philip, that's rent. The stadium cost them nothing to build. The taxpayers pay for it. $3 million a year to City is pocket change. Yes, for them. Yeah, pocket change back, yes. Brian says City were never our rivals. Facts. They were never our rivals. They weren't. They were never. Pretty Bill said, Brian, I totally agree. That's why I said for the use, and yes, it's pocket change. Facts. Right. They were never our rivals. They were never our rivals.
It's everything.
Oh, I don't know. To win 4 Premier Leagues in a row, to do the double treble Cup would be sensational.
I'm not sure, man.
One of the best teams you've ever seen play, one of the best coaches we've ever watched. It would be some achievement.
But so Liverpool.
And if you do,
Liverpool have one of the best coaches we've ever seen. They play fantastic.
That's cap. That's cap because if you're saying that, you're saying that, right? Well, what about what thing done? What about Alex Ferguson? What about what he done? Do you know what I mean? You know. So you then saying that sort of like Pep Guardiola is better than Sir Alex Ferguson or better than what Sir Alex Ferguson ever done? Are you saying that sort of like Pep Guardiola is better than Bob Paisley? Bob Paisley won 19 trophies in 9 years, blood. One buck like this on post brother. Who's this now? Rashid, 27, Skyport, Ponting, etc. have never made Liverpool favorites at the start of any season since Klopp arrived, but now he's overrated. What a clown Mill is. Facts, he's a clown. He's an arse clown. You know what I mean? Talksport hates us so much, it's just obvious now. That's coming from Brian. Yeah, they do hate us, but to be fair, this guy here, as you see it as it goes along, he was sticking up for Liverpool. Rashid, exactly. That's what Brian says. Exactly, Rashid. True. Right, let's get some more in there.
Fantastic football. Arsenal are playing brilliant football.
But you say that, Hugh. He's won 1 Premier League out of, 9 years? And that was in a COVID year. All this thing about, Anfield's...
This is what fucks me off as well. Sorry to keep on stopping it. This is what pisses me off as well, right? You're talking about sort of like we won 1 title in the COVID season, right? Before the pandemic, all right, number 1 in the day, right? We can't help a pandemic happening. That's out of our hands, yeah? Right? It's out of our hands, yeah? But before the pandemic fully hit, we already had the title won. We was already 25 points ahead. Imagine that. We was 5 points ahead at that time there. There wasn't nobody catching us at that time there. Pep Guardiola, and they conceded the title months before the season had finished. He conceded that title. Do you know what I mean? So we actually won the league before the pandemic hit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What, are you some kind of numbskull or something? Have you not got sense? Is there something wrong with you? Do you know what I mean? We were 20 points clear. Yeah, no, 25 points. He goes, 25 points. Yeah. He's a clown. He's an arse clown. He's really good. You know what it is? He's an amazing cretin. Norman Finkelstein, yeah. He's like, he's a guy who gives good talks on like Israeli and all that kind of stuff there, right? You know what I mean? And he's an advocate for humanity, human rights and stuff. And you know what I mean? You know, and he gives good talks. And there was this next guy, and then they can't remember his name, but he was trying to shout him down, obviously to make his point bigger than Norman's. And Norman said to him, and then they goes, you know what? And then they, right, you're an amazing cretin. And that's what Mills is. Amazing cretin.
The best thing on the planet.
Listen,
and the
they would have won. They would have won the Premier League anyway. That season.
But they haven't won it any other time when there's no. The only time they've won it when there's no fans at Anfield. It's the only time they've won it
for a portion of the season.
Flip that around. Jurgen Klopp's come second twice. Apart from that,
what's wrong with that?
So first, second, and second. It's not the most amazing record.
So I'm just going to bring up Trent Alexander-Arnold's recent comments here, where I think a lot of
there's contents to that, Mills. You buffoon. There's contents to that because the fact in the day, right? Let me just get rid of this thing. There's contents to that because the fact is in the day, right? When we come second twice in the day, one we finished on 98 points, and Man City finished on 99, and then the next time was we finished on 97 points, and you know they finished on 98. Do you know what I mean? So we put up record numbers of sort of like of points at the end of the day. We put record numbers of points. Considering that in the day, the benchmark at the day, if you go back to 1998 at the end of the day, when Man United won the title, and I think it was something like they won the title in 1998 on 88 points. 88? Is 88? No, was it that? I think it was 80 points. Between 80 to 84 points, and they won the title. They won the title, and you know, we left people behind. You know what I mean? But we at the day sort of like, you know, when we came second at the day, to sort of like City, and then there's 2 times in the day, right? We was way up in the 90s, nearly to 100. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And the fact is, they really won the title, and then we already won the title. You just like, you need to stop drinking a hate aid, Mills. Oh, excuse me. All right, right, Trent now.
Neutral football fans, you know, those that don't support Liverpool or Manchester City.
No such thing as a neutral football fan.
No, but there are a lot of people. Yeah, there are. Of course there are. You know, there are a lot of people who just love the game, who watch on from afar, and they saw Trent Alexander-Arnold essentially saying, you know, people value what we've achieved maybe a little bit more because of the fact we haven't spent as much money as Manchester City to achieve it.
Nonsense.
No, but that was his implication.
No, his implication
and he kind of was. It means more to us as Liverpool fans as well.
It means his words were. It means more to us as Liverpool fans than it does to Man City fans. How can you talk for somebody else? I can't tell you how much it would mean for Manchester United for you to win the league. That's not my right. I can say how much it would mean to me that I want something, but I can't tell you.
Yeah, but it seems to be your right at the end of the day to say how sort of like how much at the end of the day sort of like Klopp is not a good manager. You know what I mean? You're literally at the end of the day telling us at the day, right, us Liverpool fans, well, Klopp at the day is not as good as you think he is. That's what you're telling us. But so it's your right to do that, but then it's not Trent's right to say at the day, well, it means more to us at the day than what it means to Man City fans. It's not his right to do that then. Okay. We move.
How much something means to you, or how insignificant it would be to you, and I think that was a little bit disrespectful.
Yeah, well, you can't talk about disrespectful. You were just essentially saying
exactly. You cannot talk about what's disrespectful because you just spent about a couple of minutes in the day disrespecting Klopp and sort of like Liverpool. So can't take it. Don't give it.
saying that Jurgen Klopp's not that good.
Well, he's won one Premier League in 9 years.
All right, let's not talk about respect then in that case.
No,
I'll let you have your opinion.
But
you're saying that Jurgen Klopp hasn't been that great a manager. It's crazy.
He's won one Premier League in 9 years.
And?
Right. He's been absolutely brilliant for several seasons.
You know what it is as well? You know what gets me at the day, right? This is what gets me about this. The next guy there, the other presenter at the day, right, is a Man United fan. Yeah? And for him at the day to have like good things to say about Klopp, and you at the end of the day, right, hardly played at the day for Man City. You was bouncing between sort of like Charlton and Middlesbrough and all them little dead teams there, right? Yeah, you was bouncing between there, right? And all of a sudden, like, you're an expert now on what's good and what's not good. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm just going to use the bathroom, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to use the bathroom. Right, let's get back into it.
Over 90 points, over 95 points.
But he came second.
I get that, but he's all right. If you're going up against one of the best of all time, if not, the best team we may have ever seen in English football history, does it mean that you're not that good a manager because you didn't beat them? Well, it's not like he finished second to Leicester and then the next year Brighton won the league and then Bournemouth won the league.
Won it. Chelsea won it. Managers have come into.
Yeah, but the only problem with that, Danny Mills, Danny Mills today is the fact that when Leicester won it, they weren't going up against Man City in their prime. They weren't going up against Chelsea in their prime. They weren't going up against Man United in their prime. Do you understand what I'm saying? They weren't facing that. All those teams at the day that I mentioned, even Liverpool at the day, was in transition. Was literally in transition. Because I do think at the day, I think that was Klopp just recently come in, and that was probably his first full season. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's near Leicester's nearest challengers at the day, right? Leicester's nearest challengers were Tottenham. Tottenham was the ones that are pushing them. Do you know what I mean? We're pushing them, and they flopped towards the end. Because remember that day they drew against in the duel against freaking what's it call it? The duel against Chelsea in that feisty match, when Bear Man was getting yellow cards and red cards. Remember that? Do you know what I mean? So what he's talking and is absolute complete and utter bollocks. It's complete and utter bollocks, man. Do you know what I mean? So what you're doing now? You're comparing. Are you comparing Klopp at the day to Ranieri? Is that what you're doing? So who's getting disrespectful now? Let's go back with some of these comments. Philip Bidwell says he's got air between his ears where the Brian should be. Brian says no fans at Anfield should make it harder. Facts. He says Guardiola is an amazing and brilliant, etc. But Klopp is a loser for finishing behind him. Make it make sense, Danny. Facts. Do you know what I mean? He's right about that. There are no neutrals fans. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably about the only thing he's got right. You know what I mean? And a Champions League and a Champions League. Yeah, exactly. They're forgetting that. They're forgetting he won the Champions League. They're forgetting that day sort of like he's won the Champions League. They're forgetting that day that he's won the FA Cup. They're forgetting that day he's won the League Cup. Do you know what I mean? So please spare me your doo-doo. And multiple other trophies. Facts, Brian. Mills never played on a side that could even come close to 78 points, let alone 98 points. Facts again. Leicester won the league on 81 points that season. Was trash looking back. Yeah, because the fact of the day there was nobody ready to challenge them. Everybody was in transition to that club. Fair enough. You know what I mean? That was a good treatment. They won the league. But don't compare Klopp at the end of the day. Do not compare Klopp at the end of the day to Leicester.
Chelsea won it in their first season. So, and they've been there like 2 seasons and won a Premier League.
Listen, sorry about this. Chelsea won it in their first season and day, but what? Usa. Chelsea won it in their first season and day, right? Yeah. But again, Mills, you amazing cretin, add contents to it and then day, right? How long did it take? And then how long did it take it and day Chelsea to win their next title? That first title in their first season and day, and it wasn't their first season. It was the first season they had money. It was the first season they really had money in the day, right? And they won it in 2005. So they didn't win it straight away. Because remember the day, they had Claudio Ranieri and then they had him and then they, right? And he got to the semi-finals of the Champions League, yeah. He got semi-finals of the Champions League in the day, and he didn't win the league in the day. So the first throw the dice and they when they got that money and they, right, they never won that league, right? It was when Mourinho come in the following season after winning the Champions League with Porto, right, and they got a hold of Mourinho. That's when they won the league in the day. So that was their second throw of the dice in the day, right? And the contents is at the end of the day, right? Look how much money at the end of the day they had to throw at it. Do you know what I mean? Bromwich was the first one that came in and they to this league and there was shitloads of money. Before the Sheikhs come in and bought Man City, before anybody had this billionaire ownership of clubs. You know what I mean? Even before PSG. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They were the first ones that had to have billionaire owners at the day, which came in and brought up everybody. They brought everybody, and then in 2005, 2006, and I think it was the same season that we won the Champions League. Yeah, they won the league. So there's a second throw of the dice at the day. But look at the contents with it. Do you know what I mean? Listen, mate. You know what I mean? If you're gonna start waxing lyrical about people like clubs like Chelsea, what they've done, and Leicester and everything like that. Add some context to it. You know what I mean? You have to add context to it. I'm sorry.
Right. Okay.
So if you're going to go down and go, what's better?
He took a club that hadn't won a title in 24, 25 years, got them to winning a Premier League title.
Well, Blackburn haven't done
it. 30 years. 30 years. 30 years.
Blackburn hadn't done it when they did it.
Blackburn, again, add context to it. Blackburn, again, had shitloads of money pumped into their club. Add context to it. Don't just speak for the sake of speaking. I love to debate him, and I would love to debate him in a day, right? Because at the end of the day, he could never debate me. He could never debate me. Seriously, he could never debate me. You know what I mean? Add context. Yeah, I would say to him today, listen, it's either you at the end of the day add context at the end of the day to what you're saying, and it's don't talk at all, because you're literally not making sense. Blood.
No, I know that, but Blackburn, I think
Leicester
a lot of
hadn't
people
done
say
it when they did it.
Jack Walker bankrolled them. We all know Leicester City. That is a once in a 1,000-year achievement.
Chelsea hadn't done it when Mourinho came in,
but they spent huge money to bring Mourinho in, to bring the players in.
Liverpool have spent their fair share.
But they haven't spent, I think it's fair to say, Chelsea was spending at the time more than any other football club in Europe.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? What are you talking about, Mills? What the hell are you talking about? Oh yeah, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, he won 81 points. I read that one. It took the biggest transfer spend in history for Chelsea to do that. Facts, Brian. Facts. That's a first season. He doesn't even know the basic facts. In fact, exactly, it wasn't the first season at the day. It wasn't the first season at the day that Chelsea got that money that they won the league. It wasn't the first. It was a second. It was the second season at the day. It's when Mourinho come in at the day, right? Mourinho come in and right that they won the league, and they roll the money. And he's trying to say, Liverpool at the day spent their fair share. We never spent as much as these people. We spent nowhere much as these people. You know what I mean? There was one time when Man City on their bench here at one time. Man City had nearly £1 billion pounds on their bench, £1 billion pounds worth of players on a bench. Near enough. Probably like a couple of 100 million short. Near enough. £1 billion. We've never come close to that. And neither has a lot of other people. Hollywood says this fake Andrew Tate chatting breeze. Sorry, Rodz, I can't listen to any more of this moron. He's a moron.
Liverpool have never been in that category.
Fortunate that they've sold players for lots of money. You know, when you look at Coutinho, what a ridiculous fee that was, 120 million. Never played for Barcelona.
It was 145 million, and he did play for Barcelona. He played for Barcelona for one season. This know what you're talking about, Mills. Mills, please know what you're talking about. 145 million. And he did play for Barcelona. He played for one season, and it was Barcelona that put him on loan, and they want to listen to sort of like Messi chatting breeze at the day, right? And Messi was telling them at the day, the board. Messi was telling the board at the day what players are worthy to play with him and what players are not worthy to play with him. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was it. But he did one season, and it wasn't ridiculous in the day. It wasn't ridiculous transfer at the day. It wasn't ridiculous. You know what I mean? So then at the day, sort of like, well, when Man City at the day, right? When Man City at the day paid 60 million, paid 60 odd million at the day for Haaland, but he's on like 850 300,000 a week. So is that ridiculous then? Fucking arse clown. The bench when we played them last season was 300 million. Yeah, facts. That's 300 million. And then at one time when we played them, and it was near enough, nearly a billion. It was something like 800 and something. They just had ballers upon ballers on the bench. Coutinho actually did okay his first season. Yeah, he did okay, but obviously not good enough for Messi. Right, let's get on it.
So they've spent money. Let's not, and their wages are ridiculously high. Mo Salah's on what?
But
400, 500 grand a week.
Mo Salah's the only one that's on the high wages.
The only one.
Oh, Van Dijk?
All right.
Alisson?
They've got a couple of players who have...
Trent?
Van Dijk is on like... Van Dijk's on like... I think Van Dijk's on... Isn't Van Dijk on 150 grand a week or 200? Which one is it? I don't think Danny Mills actually watches football. He doesn't. He talks crap. He's a shit footballer and talks shit.
Who have a decent salary. I don't think Trent's on.
No, Trent's not on a big salary. Virgil's not really on a big salary. You know what I mean? The only person really in that team at the end of the day that's on a big salary is Salah. That's why at the end of the day, right? That's why at the end of the day, Mane. That's why Mane left the club, because they couldn't afford to have two guys at the end of the day on big wages. Because Mane wanted the same wages at the end of the day as Salah, and they couldn't. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it. So, you know where you're getting the information from, Danny, mate.
300,000 a week.
Thiago came in.
But they've
got lots of big players on big money.
I'm not saying they've spent no money.
Klopp has been very, very good, but he's not in the realms of Guardiola.
I find that crazy.
He's won one Premier League.
What about Champions League finals? How many has he been to? I get that, but you're not saying that he's put together a consistent body of work.
He's won one.
At the time that he's been at Liverpool, that you could hold. Listen, every job is different, right? We can't just be like, they're all football managers, because what Thomas Frank, for example, does at Brentford,
of course,
is the same job as what Pep does at Man City, but you haven't got the same resources.
Jurgen Klopp managed one of the two top clubs in Germany, and one of the
only one top club he managed in Germany. Only one top club he managed in Germany, and that was Dortmund. Mainz at the day, when he managed Mainz at the day, he played for Mainz and he became the manager of Mainz, yeah? Became the manager of Mainz, right? He became the manager of Mainz. What he done at the day, sort of like, they was in Bundesliga 2. And he took them from Bundesliga 2 eventually, and then it didn't happen the first time, it didn't happen the second time, it happened the third time that he took Mainz to the Bundesliga. Finished fifth at the end of the day, right? Yeah, in that league. Finished fifth in that league in the day, and then he left and they left for Dortmund. And ever since he left Mainz, Mainz has never been relegated. It's always stayed in the Bundesliga because he set up a good foundation there. Do you know what I mean? He's gone to Dortmund in the day and managed Dortmund in the day, right, and broke up that Bayern Munich sort of like dominance. He broke it up 2 times at the day. It got so bad at the day that Bayern Munich literally in the day came and took his players. And these players at the day that he got in, like Robert Lewandowski, Mario Götze, Hummels, these guys that they were nothing before in the days Klopp come in. They were nothing. They weren't shit. Even Gundogan that went to sort of like Man City and went to Man City, Klopp made him. You know what is it? We raised champions. You know that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think at the day, if you're going to start talking loads of stuff, you have to add context. Don't talk at all. Philip says 220 a week is what VVD's on. Still not. He's still not really at the end of the day as big as some of the Man City fans. You got some Man City fans in it. You got some Man City players at the end of the day that are literally at the end of the day on like 300 and 350 grand a week. You understand what I'm saying? So, Joker. Where's the Joker, man?
The two top clubs in the Premier League. What's his trophy record like?
I mean, it's not bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you think it's a bad?
He's won the league twice with Germany. In Germany with Dortmund. Yeah. Yeah. One sort of like one German cups out there as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? I need to took it off you then. One German cup's out there as well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're right. That's why in the day, yeah, that Arsenal were looking at Klopp to bring in Klopp. That's why Arsenal was urged at the day to get Klopp. That's why Man United was looking at Klopp. We're just lucky in there that we got Klopp in the end. So let's not get it twisted, Millsy, at the end of the day, right? Yeah. There's a lot of people at the day around Europe at the day that are looking to take Klopp on. Do you know what I mean? Because remember that day he went on sabbatical in there because he couldn't really do it anymore. His eyes were getting tired behind his back because Bayern Munich, there was literally losing players to Bayern Munich. Literally losing players to Bayern Munich and then kind of ways there. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you've got the audacity to say at the end of what? That he wasn't a good manager? What's your reasoning? You're just talking at the day for the sake of talking, Danny Mills. You know what I mean? Because you're not actually adding any content behind what you're saying. You're just talking for the sake of talking. And in the interviews at the day, you're just drinking on your haters aid. That's what you're drinking on. You're drinking on your haters aid in the day and chatting pure rubbish. You're just talking real rubbish. Because you're just spouting out things at the day, but you're not adding content to it. You know what I mean? To make your point. And this guy at the day is making your point for you. Do you know what I mean? You know, what has he done at the day in Germany? Do you not know? Do you not watch at the day people's careers at the day before you start talking about how rubbish they are? You're a joker, Danny Mills. Seriously, you know what it is at the day, right? You've literally got cretin of the year. You're an arse clown. You're simply literally at the day, you're an arse clown. I'm telling you, you are an arse clown. Do you know what I mean? And you shouldn't be a pundit anywhere. You shouldn't be a pundit anywhere because all you're doing is talk rubbish.
You think
go down the European list. He's about 34th.
But you wouldn't say that he's...
What did he win in Germany?
Klopp.
Yeah.
Title, cup probably.
One.
If not
One.
2 titles, I think. Dortmund fans, let me know.
One, I think.
No,
he's taking on Bayern Munich. He's winning titles. He comes to England. He's taking on Manchester City and Guardiola. He wins the title.
Alonso's done it in his first season.
Well, he hasn't done it yet.
Pretty much.
But even so,
other clubs have done it.
Even so,
no, they haven't. No, they haven't done it. Oh, you fucking arse clown! Listen, stop your buffoonery, man. You seriously cannot be that stupid, Mills. Seriously, you seriously cannot be that stupid. Tell me today you're not that stupid, you arse clown. Seriously, you're just an arse clown, man. What other teams have done it? What other teams have done it? What other teams that they have taken on Guardiola and been successful? You tell me what teams that they in this Premiership and that have taken on sort of like Guardiola and been successful. There's none. There is literally none. You're saying that they sort of like, you know, if you're talking about sort of like the Mikel Arteta, if you're talking about him in the day, he goes, well, near enough. Near enough is not actually done, is it? Such an arse clown.
Listen, you mentioned disrespect. Danny, you said you were going to be in a good mood.
He's very, very good, but he's not as good as other managers have been.
By the way, this was just meant to be a discussion on the game at the weekend and whether you actually just
were fantastic.
just enjoyed
they won it.
The game. And somehow we're down a road of arguing over who the better manager is between Manchester City, who weren't even playing in that game, and Liverpool. I mean, we will get to the game in a minute.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough for me still, because you know what, that guy at the end of the day, he's the presenter, and he's done the right thing. He's just like he's like looking at Danny Mills and thinking, "So fuck me, you serious, bro? Are you serious?" At the end of the day, yeah, and he's thinking stuff. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, right? I can't bother to talk about this anymore because clearly at the end of the day, you haven't got a clue. Philip Bidwell says, for an ex-footballer, he knows nothing about football. Facts. I always think at the end of the day, sometimes at the end of the day, always like kind of like, I think that'll be it. That's going to be it now. Let me just remove this. I think as a footballer, it really depends how good you was as a footballer for you to actually kind of like, let's say it, and they make comments about other clubs and teams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, you got people like Rio Ferdinand today, right? Where he might come out and say something that's outlandish and everything like that, and he can debunk it and everything like that. But you probably know where he's coming from because he thinks he did have a good career. Do you know what I mean? Whether obviously he's wrong, but I can see where he's coming from. But Danny Mills at the end of the day, right, that had really at the end of the day he didn't have a career. He didn't really have a career. He won one League Cup at the end of the day, sort of like when he was with Middlesbrough. I read it out earlier on. He made one League Cup when he was with Middlesbrough. Excuse me. Yeah. And all of a sudden, like, you think you're an expert you literally think you're an expert on sort of like who's good and who's bad. You know what I mean? You didn't even know how much titles he won in fucking in Dortmund. You didn't know at the day that he won two league titles. So he broke up that Bayern Munich dominance twice. As I said before, he got so bad at the end of the day, right, that they literally at the end of the day, right, took all his players from him, like Lewandowski, Goetze, Hummels. You know what I mean? Literally done that. You know what I mean? Mkhitaryan at the end of the day that played from Mkhitaryan that played for sort of like played for Man United and I think he played for Arsenal as well. Yeah, briefly, right? And then he went back to the continent. Do you know what I mean? Right? It was Klopp that brought him into Dortmund. It's Klopp at the day that got him known. Do you know what I mean? So like really and truly, I think Danny Mills at the day, right? He had a shit career and he talked shit. Simple as that. You just talk rubbish at the day. And I would love to debate him in the day because he could not debate me. He could not debate me because I would say to him at the day, you know what, is it, big man? As usual, at the day, you start talking at the day, right? Start talking and you don't add context to what you're talking about. You just say what comes to your mind straight away. And you can't do that if you want to discussion. You can't do that in a day, right? If you're going to hold a conversation with somebody, it just makes no sense. And you just really made yourself look like an arse clown. Seriously, you made yourself look like a cretin, numbskull. He's made himself look like a numbskull. Just like, none of sense. And then read out this last, obviously, these last three messages before I go. Ravi, big up Ravi in the building, man. Big up. People love to say one Prem for Klopp at Liverpool, but we can use the same narrative for Pep, only winning one Champions League for City. Yeah, you know what I mean? With all those riches you supposed to have had. We've been going toe to toe with City for the longest at the same time, trying to win big trophies and coming up successful. Arsenal only tried it once and couldn't hack it. Even United failed. Facts. And a lot of people got to remember in the day when Arsenal tried it in the day, right? Yeah, with Man City, there was like 200. they was sat on top of the league in there for 238 days. How you let Man City come back in the day and win that league in the day is beyond me. It's just beyond me. You know what I mean? So listen, guys, get your comments down below. Tell me what you think of like Danny Mills's, comments of what he had to say. Let me know what you think of what I've had to say. Do you know what I mean? Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong. And let me know if you think Danny Mills is right or wrong. Do you know what I mean? But most of all, if you can watch this on a replay, please hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button and the subscribe button. And also hit the notification button and you will be notified when I go live. Hopefully, I probably will have a show tomorrow. Not sure yet, but I'll have a show tomorrow. Should have a show tomorrow. Probably late evening. It's true, isn't what I said. It's true, isn't it? What I said, ain't it? Yeah, of course it is, Ravs. Of course it is, Ravs. Of course it is. You know that. You know that. You know that, and I know that. But it's arse clowns like Danny Mills, that don't know that. Yeah, so if you can watch this on the replay, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification button. Okay, should be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet, but just stay close to socials and I will make it aware what time I'm going to be on and what subject I will be discussing. So in the meantime, guys, thank you for joining me. Look after yourselves and each other. Peace, love, and respect. Peace.